Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the world of Fandom Fights. Oh my God, we're on the desk together. This is different. This is so different. Fun fact: it's been like a month since it's been me and you on the desk.
Is that Nicholas Tewig over there? Or is that it's Kaleb Koho. I didn't know.
It's literally, no exaggeration, been a month since we've been together on the desk. So this feels like riding a bike. I'm excited. And I just had a stroke. I had a stroke.
I'm leaving it all in.
Leave it all in. There's no one I would rather be on the desk with today than Tim the Hulk Brzakala. How you doing, Tim?
Yes, I'm very excited to be here. I think the last time we were on the desk together was another retirement match.
It was
Jim versus JD that happened a few weeks ago. That was a match.
That was a match that does exist.
Another one. We're here for Jay Burnz versus Richard Schwartz. Two people I actually really enjoy in this league. I'm sad that one of them is going to be out of singles because they are both wildly entertaining players, but also great players. Richard has come up to show time and time again he's Mr. Carefree, but that he knows how to play, and he might win, he might lose, he tends to not care, but he's always entertaining. And Jay, I feel like, has just been dealt a bad hand. He's a great player who has no business having the record he does. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. What do you think?
Absolutely. Last we saw Richard was earlier this year versus Boatman. He's had a really rough draw, people say, with Jay. Last we saw Jay, he was playing Nico Suave Rigoli. So both have had really rough opponents in their careers. So, and also, I don't think we even mentioned it, former teammates facing today. The Neighborhood Watch Alliance facing off 1-on-1. This is going to be a good one. I think that's enough rambling from us, though. We'll hear what these two have to say right now in promos.
Hello, everyone. Mr. Carefree is here in an unfortunate situation. It's a retirement match. And if you guys are wondering, why am I wearing the face mask? Well, I got to protect myself. Not from COVID-19, but from opponent's choice in Jurassic Park. You two have to stay 6 feet away from me. It is the stupid law. But Jay, we used to be teammates. You're a good dude. I don't want one of us to go, but I want to win. I don't want to lose, and it's going to be a dangerous situation, but no matter what happens, win or lose today, you're facing Carefree. That's the way it's got to be. No, it's not the greater good anymore. Dang it, Jay, you had to leave me. Why? But let's do this thing.
Mi corazón, she breaks for that. No, it really comes down to this. I am... like Tim said, a better player than the hand I've been dealt. Disney Animation has punched me in the taint more than one time in my Fandom Fights career. I gotta play Richard, and one of us is gonna be too old. One of us is getting too old for this shit. One of us has to retire. It's unfortunate that we have to play, each other. But one last time, the NWA rides, and for the greater good. One of us will win, one of us will lose. It sucks. Good luck to you, buddy.
All right, some melancholy promos there today, Tim. Very melancholy from two comrades in arms. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it sucks. Like I said at the top, that one of them has to go. It doesn't mean that they're out of fandom completely. We have teams still available, but it's
obviously a manager as well. So there,
obviously, yeah. So it kind of sucks, but at the end of the day, one's gonna go. Who's it gonna be? We'll see at the end. Let's find out. Let's get started.
Absolutely. We'll get right into it with round number 1, which works like this. You are each going to get 10 questions from 10 different areas within the realm of Fandom Fights. Should you get all 10 questions correct, you'll be issued a bonus question. You have 3 repeats for the entirety of the match and a challenge rule. Any questions as we get into round number 1?
No.
All right. Then we will get right into it with the first question. Tim, you want to take the first question?
Sure, because it's in the category of Wizarding World,
Absolutely.
And I'm sure that's why he wants me to take it.
Absolutely.
Your first question in Wizarding World. In the Half-Blood Prince, what does Dumbledore need to do in order to get the locket from the cave?
I didn't know if you knew this, but I'm allergic to the Wizarding World.
Like you sneeze when it's near?
I sneeze and I break out into like these itchy hives on my arms. Not fun. Not a fun time.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
It does really suck. So does the Wizarding World. No, I'm kidding.
4, yikes. 3, 2,
I like these
1. Pens down. We will start with Jay.
I didn't know how specific you want it. So drink all the water, like drink all the water in that little basin. I didn't know the word for it.
Let's
But
move over to Richard.
I said drink the liquid substance that's in the bowl.
I will accept both answers. That
Okay.
works.
Yeah. All right, your next question comes in the category of Pixar. In Toy Story 2, which toy sings "You've Got a Friend in Me" during the final scene of the movie?
It's a fun fact. I was watching this movie the other night, and I went, I'm going to write this question.
I'm going to write that question down real quick. Just
I'm gonna quickly write that one down there.
jot this one down for science.
Once we get to the end of this question, I want to tell you what the macaw's response to this was.
2. I want to hear it. 1. Pens down. Pens down. We will start with Richard
I said Woody.
as incorrect, and Jay
Prospector's Pete on his casting couch that they took out on Disney Plus.
as
Yikes.
incorrect. You're looking for Wheezy.
Yikes! Maggie said Squeaky. She was way closer than either of those two.
Look, I couldn't remember if his name was Squeaky or not. I'm not gonna lie, and it obviously wasn't because that was where my head went.
I almost said Rex. So.
All right, guys, your next question is in the category of Middle Earth. In The Return of the King, who does Pippin find buried in rubble after the Battle of Pelennor Fields?
I'm deathly allergic to this one.
Yeah, so is that what you planned this out pretty?
Yeah, I
Pretty close to it,
I played it pretty close to the vest on this one.
Yeah.
As
Fair.
one as one Gordon / Dent / 8 other people say in that movie. 5,
Yes.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Jay
Theoden?
as incorrect, and Richard.
Mary.
That is
Yeah.
correct.
Oh, good.
So
Pull,
2-1 lead for Richard as we get to the fourth question in the category of Rocky. In Rocky 4, what holiday is Drago versus Balboa set for?
These movies scare me.
Because there's a lot of people hitting each other in them.
Yeah, terrifying.
Terrifying. You're just scared of just droopy eyes Stallone coming at you. Just hey yo, two, hey yo, two.
5,
Are you speaking English?
2, 1. We'll start with Jay
New Year's?
and Richard.
Christmas.
Christmas is
That
correct.
is correct. Another
Oh.
big pull for Richard.
All right, guys, your next question's in the category of YA dystopia. In The Hunger Games Catching Fire, who plays the new gameskeeper Plutarch Heavensby?
Plutarch. It's a fun name to say.
You know, it's been so long since we've been on the desk together. I haven't made a blue-haired joke in a while.
You haven't. Take a shot. You get one.
I've got nothing new to say. Gotta what is it? Gotta go
Gotta go
Rod.
fast.
fast.
5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
All right, Richard using his first repeat. In The Hunger Games Catching Fire, who plays the new gameskeeper Plutarch Heavensby?
But no, I am going to be dyeing my hair again in about 2 months.
If you're allowed to leave your house.
I mean, I'm going to get dye from the.
I thought it was for a wedding or something.
It is. It is for a wedding.
3. Will the wedding be able to happen? 1.
think so.
Pens down. We'll start with Jay.
Philip Seymour Hoffman?
Wow.
Christ, Richard.
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
You are both correct. Jesus
Correct. That was a yikes for me, dog. We're moving on to the.
And if you just real quick see my spelling for Seymour, that's all I can pronounce it. Seymour.
That's a Seymour bus. That's good. All right, category of the MCU. MCU. In Captain America: The Winter Soldier, what is the name of the code name for Hydra's helicarrier plan? This movie is incredible.
Did you write this question after you watched it?
I did.
Yeah, that's fair.
I've written many, many, many MCU questions down into a document during this rewatch.
Are you gonna
Why
do
didn't you
another
just
Iron Man?
type them into this document?
I did type them into this. Not in this specific document.
5, 4,
The other.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Richard
I said Cadmus. I'm wrong.
and Jay.
I believe it's Project Insight.
That is correct.
Is correct. Getting him back within 1.
All right, guys, your next question is in Bond, James Bond. Other than George Lazenby, what other Bond actor never worked with the same director more than once?
This is
So
a
we
fun
need-
question.
The name of the actor. Yeah, I will tell a story about it after, as to not give anything away. Cody is whispering something back there. Say it again.
Cody was trying to see if he was correct. I gave him the head nod.
Oh,
Can you
okay.
repeat that question for me, please?
Yeah, Jay using his first repeat. Your question in Bond. Other than George Lazenby, what other Bond actor never worked with the same director more than once?
Have you ever directed someone more than once?
Yeah.
Who?
People in high school and stuff when I directed plays and stuff like that.
Fair. Everyone says they got to direct plays in high school. We never got that opportunity. That makes me sad. 5, 4,
3,
2,
2,
1.
1.
Pez. We're going to start with Jay.
Pierce Brosnan.
That is correct. And Richard.
I said Daniel Craig.
And we are tied at 4 going into the 8th question in the category of DreamWorks animation. In Abominable, what type of fruit does the Yeti's magic grow, causing a chase down a hill?
This is one of them name a fruit questions.
It's true. Or unless you've seen maybe the trailer, maybe I'm just misremembering and like I went into a theater.
No, you're right. You're right.
Oh, okay. Maybe I walked into a
I've
theater
seen
accidentally
the
once.
5,
I think I walked into the wrong theater on my way to Joker.
2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Richard.
I said watermelon.
That is incorrect. And Jay.
Said lychee.
Also incorrect. We were looking for blueberries.
I don't know what lychee is, so I was very impressed with that poll.
All right. Your penultimate question is in Star Wars.
Okay.
In The Force Awakens, after Phasma is captured by Finn, Chewie, and Han and opens the shields for them, Han suggests that they do what with her? That is a longly worded question for the two of them to go straight to the board. Usually when it's a long question, they go for a while, but not this time.
No, you said Star Wars, and I think both are writing.
That's
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Richard
Throw in a trash compactor.
and Jay.
I throw down the garbage chute.
Both correct.
yeah, we can accept both of those.
Okay.
We are tied at 5 going into the last question, the category of quotes. Quotes. What Star Trek film has the line, James T. Kirk was considered to be a great man. He went on to captain the USS Enterprise, but that was another life.
So originally there was another question in here about a category that we had asked about 2 questions ago, and I said, no, Caleb, no. And I changed it and put it back in the doc.
Fair.
5. Just so you know, I
No, that's
still
fair.
love you. 2, 1, pens down. We'll start with Richard
Star Trek 2009.
and Jay.
I also have Star Trek 09.
You'd both be correct.
And we are tied at 6 out of round number 1. But anything can happen as we get into round number 2, which works like this. You're each get a chance to spin the lovely wheel from wheelside.com. If you like the category you land on, you're going to get 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. You can opt to multiple choice, but it devalues the point down to being only worth 1. You can spin again, but you're stuck with whatever you land on. You're stuck with whatever category you land on the second time. Multiple choice is an option. Stealing is happening in this round. Any questions to get in round number 2? Cody Newberry, you threw me off. Fuck you.
All right, guys, your options on today's wheel are Star Wars, scores and soundtracks, Middle-earth, DC, Marvel, Disney Animation, MCU, and Jurassic Park. Jay, you are the higher-ranked competitor, so do you want to spin first or second?
Let's let Richard go.
All right, so, Richard, this will be your spin. And it lands on Disney Animation. You want to keep it or spin again?
Can you give me 1 second? I gotta move. Something blocked my way, my vision, so I gotta move my mouse real quick. Just no shenanigans. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? I'm too scared to take spin again because of Jurassic Park, so I'm gonna keep it.
You're going to keep Disney Animation. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my best.
All right. I'll give you your questions in Disney Animation.
Okay.
All right. Are you ready?
Yes.
In Atlantis, the Lost Empire, what item of Kita's does her mother take as she is ascending at the start of the film?
Is it a necklace?
That is incorrect, Jay. Chance for a 2-point steal.
I want to say it's her bracelet.
That is correct for a big 2-point
Jay
steal.
Burnz has stolen a Disney Animation question.
This is the darkest timeline.
All right, Richard, your next question in Disney Animation. In Winnie the Pooh, who is revealed to have taken Eeyore's tail and uses it as a doorbell?
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, Tigger, B, Rabbit, C, Kanga, or D, Owl.
Owl?
That is correct for 1 point. All right, your third question in Disney Animation. In Meet the Robinsons, who tells Lewis that he is Wilbur's father? Spoiler alert.
For a movie that's over 10 years old, I think. This one.
5, 4.
Is it Fran? Franny?
That is incorrect, Jay. Chance for the 2-point steal.
I'm gonna go with bowler hat guy, Mike Yagubian.
That is correct for 2 points.
Another big 2-point steal for Jay.
All right, Richard, your next question in Disney Animation. In Alice in Wonderland, other than the Mad Hatter and the Dormouse, who testifies at Alice's trial?
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, the March Hare, B, the Cheshire Cat, C, the Queen of Hearts, or D, Tweedledum.
Can I get a repeat on the choices?
Yep, your options again are A, the March Hare, B, the Cheshire Cat, C, the Queen of Hearts, or D, Tweedledum.
It's between two. I'm going to go March Hare.
That is correct for 1 point. And your final question in Disney Animation. What Disney animated movie has the following songs? The Next Right Thing, Some Things Never Change, and Show Yourself.
Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Tangled, B, Mulan, C, Pocahontas, or D, Frozen 2.
I'm going to use a repeat for the question and the choices.
Okay, that's your second repeat. What Disney animated movie has the following songs? The Next Right Thing, Some Things Never Change, and Show Yourself. And the options are A, Tangled, B, Mulan, C, Pocahontas, or D, Frozen 2.
Frozen 2?
That is correct for 1 point.
All right, so after his turn in Disney Animation, Jay holds the lead 10-9, getting those two big steals, but anything can still happen as Jay gets to spin the wheel.
Yes, Jay, your spin at the wheel is up, and you land on Opponent's Choice. So, Richard, your options to give to Jay are Star Wars, Scores and Soundtracks, Middle-earth, DC, Marvel, MCU, or Jurassic Park.
I'm going to give him scores and soundtracks.
Smart.
Jay seemingly agreeing with that strategy, Tim. As I'll go ahead and give you your questions in the category of scores and soundtracks. Jay, who composed the score for Batman Returns?
Danny Elfman.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question, scores and soundtracks. Who composed the score for Star Wars The Clone Wars?
Michael Kamen.
That is incorrect. Richard, the chance for the 2-point steal.
John Williams.
That is incorrect. Looking for Kevin Kiner. Kevin Kiner. Your third question, Jay, in the category of scores and soundtracks. What song plays during Elektra's funeral in Daredevil?
Ooh, multiple choice.
Your options are A, Bring Me to Life, B, I Don't Love You, C, Hallelujah, or D, My Immortal.
Bring Me to Life.
That is incorrect.
My Immortal.
Yo.
That is correct for the 1-point steal. As we get to the fourth question in scores and soundtracks, Jay, who composed the score for Mary Poppins?
Multiple choice, please.
Your options are A, Bernard Herrmann, B, Alfred Newman, C, John Barry, or D, Irwin Kostal.
John Barry?
That is incorrect. Richard, the chance for the 1-point steal.
I'll go with B. I'll go with B.
That is incorrect. Looking for D, Irwin Kostal.
Okay.
And your last question, scores and soundtracks, Jay. Who composed the score for 1982's Tron?
Multiple choice, please.
Your options are A, James Horner, B, Wendy Carlos, C, Shirley Walker, or D, Danny Elfman.
A.
That is incorrect. Richard, the chance for the 1-point steal.
Shirley Walker.
That is also incorrect. Looking for B, Wendy Carlos. Wendy Carlos. But at the end of round number 2, Jay maintains the lead 12, but Richard getting that steal keeps it close with 10, as anything can happen as we get into the betting round, which works like this. We're going to give you the category. You're going to tell us how many points you'd like to bet between 0 and 2 points. You get the question right, you will gain those points. You get the question wrong, you will lose those points. We go until someone is mathematically eliminated or the score reaches 0. Any questions as we get into round number 3?
No.
All right. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was okay. All right. Your first category that you guys can bet points on is Disney live action. What a game, Caleb.
Tight game.
Yeah, Richard definitely knew what the correct choice to give Jay. All right. We'll get bets starting with Jay.
1.
All right, and Richard.
2.
Okay.
Big shot.
Your question in Disney live action. Who plays the mysterious butler Ramsley in The Haunted Mansion?
Confession time. Here's what I got, Tim. I don't hate this movie. I think it's kind of fun.
Well, you wrote the question, so that's fair.
I think it's fun. I think it's a fun movie.
I haven't seen it since I was a kid. So.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good, but it's cheesy fun.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We will start with Richard.
I didn't have it.
All right, Jay.
John Waters?
That is incorrect. The answer we were looking for was Terrence Stamp.
Oh.
So Jay loses 1 point but maintains his lead going down to 11. Richard loses 2 points and goes down to 8.
But let's see if they can rebound with Star Wars. How many points would you like to bet on Star Wars? The Wars in the Stars.
I've never heard that joke before. That was a good one.
I feel like you're making fun of me.
I am making fun of you, but I still love you. It's okay.
I can tell. I was very scared for a moment.
All right, let's get bets starting with Richard.
2.
Okay, and Jay.
Hey, same as last time. 1.
All right.
Your question of the category Star Wars. Who appears to Kylo Ren before he throws his lightsaber away at the remains of the second Death Star in Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker?
Walker.
You'll never see me coming.
Oh, I have to say something when this is over.
You saw that too, right? 3,
Yes.
1. Pens down. We'll go ahead and we'll start with GA.
It's Harrison Ford. No, it's Han Solo.
And Richard.
His daddy, Han Solo.
Is correct. Back to 12-10.
Literally, Cody is playing backstage, and he wrote on his board, "Daddy." That's what happened.
Daddy on his board.
So when Richard said his daddy. All right, guys, your next question's in the category of YA dystopia. Cody doesn't know what to bet here backstage now. Oh, this has been a great match. All right, let's get bets started with Jay.
0.
All right, and Richard.
Hey, 0.
The stats only round has returned.
Yes, your question, guys, in YA dystopia. In the Hunger Games, whose name is the first to be drawn during the reaping?
Jay sounded like he regretted betting 0 when he said, "God damn it."
Well, you see, we gave a Hunger Games question earlier in the match. They weren't expecting another one, but alas.
I really was.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Jay.
Peter Malark.
That is incorrect. And Richard.
Oh, I also said PETA.
It is Primrose. Everdeen. Yes.
Thank God I bet 0.
Whatever the
I
fuck
thought they
do.
started with the man first.
They did not.
Oh, okay,
Ladies first. All right, your penultimate question of the round is the category of James Bond. How many points would you like to bet on James Jimmy Bond?
Jimmy.
Slim Jimmy Bond.
Do you get that reference? What I just made?
I just not.
Oh, it's Muppet Treasure Island. But we'll start with Richard.
0.
All right, and Jay.
Stats to stats. I mean,
We're doing
to back.
stats back to back. All right, your question for stats, the category of James Bond. What government agency does Felix Leiter transfer to in License to Kill?
This is a pretty good Bond film, actually.
Is it?
Yeah, I really like this one. This one's like way more intense and gritty. It was like the precursor to the Craig stuff. I like it. It's a good one. If you haven't seen it,
I have not seen this one, so
give it a check it out.
we'll give it a chickadee check out.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll start with Richard
Interpol?
and Jay.
The only reason I got Pierce Brosnan earlier was because I couldn't remember Timothy Dalton's name, and his last name just popped into my head, but I said CIA.
Both incorrect. We were looking for the DEA.
DEA.
All right, guys. Yeah, your last question's in the in the category of quotes.
So was this the last question?
This is the last
This
one.
is the last question, yeah.
12-10. It's a tight one, Tim.
Yeah. Jay, we'll go to you.
0, because he has to come
All
to
right.
me.
All right, Richard.
Yeah, 2. I gotta go. I gotta
All
go
right.
2 points.
Guys, your question in quotes. What MCU character says the following line? Vengeance has consumed you. It's consuming them. I'm done letting it consume me. Richard, straight to the board, Caleb.
Let's see. Phenomenal line.
But does Mr. Newberry know it? He wants a repeat. I can't give it to him.
Can't give it
Don't think I can give it to him. 5, 4,
Unfortunately.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Jay for stats.
Hawkeye.
That is incorrect. And Richard.
Yeah, it's the Black Panther.
It is.
And we're going to sudden death.
Did you just Master Pena that?
Yeah.
That's great. All right. So, guys, the way sudden death is going to work, the first one to hit while the other person misses, that person is the winner. So, do we have any questions as we get into sudden death?
Regardless, good luck, Jay. This has been a great match.
Good luck to you, buddy. It sucks that the only time I go into overtime is a retirement match.
Yeah.
But it brings the tension.
Caleb, I'm just taking the first.
Go for it.
Okay. You know where we're pulling from?
I
Okay,
know.
cool. All right, so this is all mixed bag. Okay, guys, your first question. What planet do the rebel spies steal the Death Star plans from in Rogue One?
Good game, Jay. Had to be a Star Wars question.
Had to be.
5, 4.
Repeat the question.
All right, final repeat from Richard. What planet do the rebel spies steal the Death Star plans from in Rogue One? Cody Newberry is incorrect backstage.
Let me guess. He said all around.
He did not.
No,
He knows more than one. Oh,
5,
he knows 2 planets.
4.
Then.
He knows
He
4.
named the Star Wars planet, but it was incorrect. Pens down. We will go to Jay
Scarif.
and Richard.
Nope.
And your winner, Jay, the Arsonist Burnz. The answer was Scarif. What a match, Tim.
Yeah, I mean, this was a pretty great game if you look at it. Tied coming out of round 1. Richard maneuvering his way through Disney animation, probably not exactly what he wanted, but he made his way through it. And then, Jay just hitting opponent's choice. Kind of a lucky thing for Richard. It ends up going to sudden death. The question didn't work out for Richard in the end. But why don't you take post-match interviews, and we'll start with our winner today, Mr. Burnz.
Absolutely. Jay, you pulled off the win here today in sudden death. How do you feel?
It's a bittersweet victory. Richard has been one of my best friends, if not my best friend in the league since I started so many matches ago. It sucks that we started as a team and ultimately our one last match in singles came down to us. It was smart as hell of him to throw me scores and soundtracks because I was second guessing myself all over the place with them. Some of them came up and I was like, I don't know. Disney animation did not screw me this time. I actually like Disney movies. It just depends on whether I can answer the questions, and I could, thankfully. Sudden death is one of them things. Like my heart rate jumped as soon as I was like, "Shit, he got that right. We're going to sudden death." But this was fun, guys. Thanks for throwing it together so quickly. Thanks for hosting, and Richard, it was great, dude. You're gonna come back. You beat Jeremy. You almost beat Maggie. I mean, you've got some fucking names under your belt, bro. This is, even though it's a retirement match, this ain't nothing to shake. This ain't nothing to, shake your head at.
Absolutely. And now that puts you at 3 and 4. You're still negative, but you are on the win column side again. Is there anyone you're looking to try and play to try and get yourself back up into the positive range?
I played Nico again.
I'll play Nico again. That could very well be a possibility in the future, depending on this upcoming match and the upcoming tournaments. Could very well be a thing. But we will see you in the future, and we will see obviously Necronomicon back pretty soon as well. So congratulations on your win. We'll see you real soon, and we'll move over to our fortunate loser today, Richard. You played your heart out even in a loss. How do you feel?
I mean, it's bittersweet. It was a great game. I did my best. Looking back, I should have probably only bet one Disney live action. Probably should have gone multiple choice in Disney animation. I just, I thought Jay wouldn't get it. He did. But, I did. I played a good game. It wasn't like I played terribly. I didn't get Jurassic Park. I didn't get opponent's choice. So I can't say it was because of that. It just happened. Sudden death, Star Wars question, had to be a planet. It happens. And though I'm done for the season, we'll see. This being retired thing's gonna stick. Oh, you might see me back next year. I'll find a way. You can't make me go. No.
Just David Tenneting me all the way out the door. Just I don't want to go. But I have heard whispers through the grapevine that you will be rejoining the Fandom Teams roster with a new partner. Care to share with the audience?
I might be not. Who knows? It could be, some double agents going on here. We'll see. It's gonna be fun.
I like it. Leaving it to ambiguity. We'll maybe see you in teams. We'll definitely see you back around the world of fandom at some point. But we'll go ahead and we will go back to the desk with Tim Brzakala. Solid retirement match, Tim.
Yeah, I don't want to, I never want to say things like, oh, this match is better than this match, because that's rude, but this match was better than our last retirement match. It was really fun. These players, again, played their heart out. Again, it just kind of sucks. You get a category. And Richard, honestly, in the end, made the right call. He was afraid to spin again because he was going to hit Jurassic Park. If he had spun again on Disney Animation, he would have hit Opponent's Choice, and probably it could have gone completely different. If he would have hit Opponent's Choice, then Jay could have gotten something else, and it could have been a knockout. So, these things happen in the game. It's the way the game is played, but both played incredibly well. It was a pleasure to be here. Yeah.
Absolutely, but that's gonna do it for us. So from everyone here, that has been Jay, that has been Richard, that has been Tim, I have been Kaleb, this has been Fandom Fights. We'll see you guys real soon with another great match.